Coming up in this episode, we sail through some lochs, Safar takes on her toughest challenge yet, and I hand over the camera to Safar's newest shipmate. Well, good afternoon. Today's quite a special day for two reasons. One, it is dry weather. We're here in Oban, and it's the first time it's not rained for a little while. And second reason it's special is for the first time we've got Safar and we've got my brother's boat. So the two boats are together. We haven't had this yet, and so I'm hoping we'll be heading off sailing on our adventures. But yeah, here he is, Liam. Probably remember him from one of my earlier episodes where he came on Safar. And yeah, between the pair of us and one of my friends, Nixon, we're hopefully going to sail to Norway.
That's pretty exciting stuff. I'm excited.
Have you got yourself all ready?
Yeah, we're just doing a little bit of packing up, but yeah, I'm ready to go.
After departing a blustery Oban, we were excited to start our adventure. The wind was shifty and light, but we were able to fly our spinnaker for a limited period. This helped propel us through the Linn of Lorne, but unfortunately we had to drop it with the wind shifting to more dead astern. Well, we are just sort of ghosting along. There's not a lot really going on. The wind speed is completely dropped out. It's dead downwind, so I can't really fly my spinnaker. Liam's got his out in the distance. He's got a slightly longer pole though, so it can extend past his forestay. But I can't do that with mine, so we're just doing the best we can with what we got. My rockstar crew enjoying a sandwich. Yeah, all is good otherwise. With the breeze continuing to fade, we refused to motor and ghosted along Loch towards the Corran Narrows. But on our arrival at the entrance, the currents were too strong. With Safar failing to make sufficient progress, we yielded to the conditions and started our motor and headed to a little anchorage just north of the village of Corran. Well, we are in a very beautiful little spot. You see Liam's boat Aya over there, and looking straight down. I've just booked the canal passage to go through the Caledonian Canal, so I think that was about £300, so quite expensive. But I'm told it's really nice. It should be beautiful, and you know, having two boats there together, you know, my brother and one of my best friends, it's yeah, it's going to be a really good time. So very excited for it. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's the ticket. I still get
the money.
I still get PTSD doing this sort of stuff after my last drone went in the sea. But
yeah, hopefully no swimming today.
yeah, it does look pretty incredible. And so I think we should take it over there and go have a look at that little bit of a waterfall. Let's see if we can get some good shots of that. Well, good morning from our very beautiful anchorage. Not a breath of wind today, so we'll be continuing on down the Loch, and it's probably just going to be a motor all the way at this point. I think the current's also going to be slightly against us when we depart, but you know, when the scenery's this good, does it really matter if you're sailing or not? I mean, it'd be nice just to gently push along, but we'll see what we can do anyway. We'll certainly try. Say Safar's the kind of boat that requires a good stiff breeze really to get her going. Liam's boat, Aya, obviously has quite a considerably bigger head sail than what we have, and so we were struggling to keep up with her yesterday in the light breeze. But I'm hoping it's when it's 20 knots or 20 plus knots of wind, that's when Safar will come into her own, but we shall see. I've just had the drone up, just doing a little bit of footage, trying to get the hang of it. Yeah, all is good though on board. Just super happy to be here doing this sort of stuff. To make this Scotland to Norway adventure happen, I had to resign from my job to give me the time needed for this journey. Sailing and maintaining this beautiful boat is my life, and that's on me. But if you'd like to contribute to the production costs of making these videos, I've created a Sailing Safar PayPal account, which I've linked in the description. Well, we have the anchor down. We are in Fort William. Liam's just got some little bits for his boat to pick up from the shore here. So we're not sure if we're gonna spend the night here before going through the canal tomorrow, or if we'll just pick the bits up and then sort of head a little bit closer to the canal, which, to be honest, it's only a few cables a bit further down. So but sort of typically the breeze has just started to fill in, and so whereas we've motored all day, we could have had a nice following breeze had we have waited a little bit longer. But that's just the way it goes sometimes. Well, our chauffeur ashore to Port William has arrived.
Hi guys. It's a service I like to provide.
I was thinking we sort of went like one at a time, you know, in the boat, but Liam thinks we can all fit in, so we're gonna go for it. Sam, after you.
It says 3. Let's get 3 in it.
Yeah, easy. That hardly dipped at all.
Exactly. Can't make it. No problem. Look at it go.
Easy.
With both boats anchored safely, we headed ashore into a busy Fort William. After collecting Liam's parts and a quick pint, we returned to our boats for an early night. Well, good morning everyone. It's a slightly misty, little bit wet kind of day. And it's exciting because we are going to head through the canals today, or the first set of locks at least. So I've not done it before, but thankfully Liam has, and also I have an expert first mate that can give me a hand with my lines. So yeah, just a case of hoping for the best. We've got sort of 12 knots of breeze, so not too much, so it should be good. I'm just having my team brief with
yeah, the plan is to go in and get through the staircase.
Yeah, so fingers crossed all goes well, and I can't promise the footage will be good because I'll probably be so focused on not trying to crash my boat. But we'll see what we can do.
And I'll be pretty focused trying not to crash into his boat.
With our anchor away, we proceeded into the Corpac Sea Loch and the start of our Caledonian adventure. Well, we are into the first lock and it's a bit damp. We have hire alongside us. Should make Liam's life a little bit easier. So far, so good. Looks like we've just got one more vessel behind us. Fun. How are we getting on, Sam?
Living the dream. We're above sea level, look.
We are above sea level.
Pretty good.
So for that trip through the locks just then, we kept the boats rafted up alongside each other, so it was kind of like catamaran mode. But it all went well, so it was quite nice. Liam could use a little bit of a stern on his, which would then twist the vessels round together to help pull the stern in. So yeah, it worked well. In hindsight, we should have only paid for one license fee because we're a catamaran now. So we are officially a canal boat. Be interesting to see what our draft is now. We're in the fresh water. I didn't actually calculate it. It should be quite cool. I'll be sitting perfectly on my waterline for a change. How are you finding your first canal experience?
Very exciting. Very fast. It's good. We're absolutely flying.
But we're not exceeding 5 knots because that is the limit, apparently. It's beautiful though.
I'm just imagining Ben Nevis up there. I think if I squint you can see it like.
The backdrops, yeah, stunning.
Neptune's staircase was built between 1803 and 1822 by the famed Scottish civil engineer Thomas Telford. It climbs a total of 19 metres over a quarter of a mile of continuous masonry and takes around 90 minutes for a boat to travel. For us it took a little bit longer. It's just outside of Fort William and is overlooked by the magnificent Ben Nevis. The Caledonian Canal was built to provide a safer and more efficient shipping route between eastern and western Scotland, avoiding the hazardous Pentland Firth and the northern coast. Neptune's staircase has a total of 8 locks, making it the longest lock staircase in Britain. Now boating update. We're tied up alongside here. We've gone back to monohull mode and we are at the bottom of Neptune's staircase. There's quite a few locks to go up there. We're waiting for the Lord of the Glens to come down. The big passenger ship, well big, I think big for a canal boat. Passenger ship that goes up and down. So I think the guys have just stopped us for lunch. Morgan's got the fry on. And yeah, we're starting into the whole canal boating holiday thing. It's good. God. Okay, I'm standing here at the bottom of Neptune's staircase. I think there's 7 locks to go up. So after lunch, when the staff come back to let us through, we'll be scooting up those locks all in one go. We're still waiting on the Lord of the Glens to come down, but we are the other side of these 2 bridges. So the first one here is a swing bridge for road traffic, and then the next one is a railway bridge, so that's cool. We've got the 2 yachts down there, back to monohull mode, stopped for lunch. Maybe the highest they've ever been out of the water. We're a good 11 metres above sea level already, just 2 locks in. So, I mean, if you look up here, I don't know if the camera is doing it justice, but that's a long way up. Yeah. Quite a staircase, all right.
It's a big old boat for those narrow locks, isn't it? The Lord of the Glens.
Squeezing through.
But I am quite jealous of his manoeuvrability versus my own. But once I'm back in catamaran mode, then it should be all good. With Safar's camera running out of power, sadly we didn't capture our passage through this engineering marvel.
What a lovely bridge. So Morgan, how are we doing?
So far so good. Just trying to get accustomed to how canal boat life is. We had porridge for breakfast, so I feel like that's quite a canal boaty thing. Other than that, I've got nothing.
Yeah, it's pretty chill. Just steaming along, doing our 4.5 knots or so. Came through our first little bridge there. We think it's a farm bridge, just open in the evenings and up until late morning for farmers to get their livestock to and that. Yeah, that's exciting. It's a bit unnerving being so close to the rocks. And yeah, I mean, obviously it's chartered, it's quite deep here, but it's still unnerving, you know, bringing along a nice long keel boat. It's quite a deep draft, so close to the rocks. I mean, rocks. We don't want to hit them.
Well, good morning, folks. Sorry, I'm being chirpy today. We are currently sailing in Loch Lochy, which I think as far as names go, it's probably the most appropriate of them all.
Definitely looks like a loch.
Sam here has got his speed racer sunglasses on because we're hoping for a bit of boat speed today. so far in the locks it's proving to be a little bit shifty and not a lot of breeze, so it's probably just going to be a very tranquil sail, 7 miles up, and then we'll be through the next set of locks, and then I guess that's probably where we spend the evening. We're just doing a little bit of filming. You can see I've got the camera set up across the bow, which takes those sort of lovely shots everyone really enjoys. And I've got all my sails up because we're trying to stay in front of that boat, but we're not having a great deal of luck. These light winds are killing me, but as soon as we get a good stiff breeze, then we'll see what Safar's really made of. That is the plan. Isn't that right, Sam?
Yeah, man.
We are in the Lagan locks, so we've just passed through Loch Lochy after sometimes spirited and sometimes very easy sail. So yeah, I think this is only just going to be the one lock. Looks like it looks like we've just come straight through into the second lock. So we have Aya sitting just behind us, and our expert chief officer up on the bow supervising things and making sure I don't get myself into trouble. So far I've been on the straight and narrow, so it's all good. In the next episode, Safar and Aya continue their passage through the canals and duel it out downwind across Loch Ness. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please don't forget to comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.